我现在上车了，不容易。兄弟们，出发了！我是内华达老白，关注我，带你云游美国。
But real quick, go and give me a jiggle on both those doors, just make sure they're closed. Go ahead and look over to the right, and you might see the fastest land animal in the entire planet, the South African cheetah, who can go 0 to 60 in 3 strides, top speed is 75 miles per hour.
一出门是个猎豹，这个是路上最强的猎豹。左边是有长颈鹿，但是我们会近距离跟它接触。那个是羚羊猎豹的食物。我是内华达老白，这个项目还是十分推荐的，我给满分。刚进来我就能给它满分。
Right, you might check out some birds in the marsh. The ones with the spikes on their heads are going to be our East African crown. The one thing about crown cranes is that the female finds a male that she likes, or vice versa. They'll go up to each other, perform a little dance, and they will boogie all night long. The reason behind that is because crown cranes, they mate. Flamboyant flock are greater flamingos. These flamingos get up to 5.5 feet tall. The way of coloration of normal flamingos that you see, that's due to the algae that they eat down below the salt mines. So it looks like they put it right back in their bodies. It's how they regulate their temperature. Because even in the water that they're splishing and splashing around out in Africa.
然后进入第一扇门是另外一个区域。长颈鹿跟它接触可能是要另外花钱的。这个车有点像侏罗纪公园里面的人员啊。
Come out, as well as some wolf off in the shade underneath the trees. But one thing about this habitat is we average a baby born here almost every other day. Just a few days ago, we were notified that we have some baby antelopes and even a newborn baby pink buffalo. But I'll point them out to you when we get a little closer. But in the meantime, take in this nice view and the animals you might see way more yonder.
动物的单词就会几个，这种鸟的名字不会。然后进入第二扇门，另外一个区域。
But over to the in the middle, you might see our greater pelicans who can weigh up to 25 to 28 pounds and have a 7-foot wingspan, followed by some more crown the shadows in the back. One thing about vultures, whether you're predator or prey, they will hang out with you no matter what. They just see you as their wild women. Occasionally, they'll size you up just to see who's bigger. And because when birds bathe together, that's how they bond with one another. And bath time is when they're most vulnerable, just like us humans.
左边有一个邓明，在树荫底下躲太阳。
The one with the tan coloration and some long, spiral curvy horns on top of their heads, that is called the Patterson's eland. It may look it's related to none of those creatures. The Patterson eland is actually the largest antelope species out in Africa, and they can weigh over 2,000 pounds and have the tip of their horns get over 7 feet tall. If you remember when I was talking about those cheetah chicken nuggies, those tiny little guys, pearl coloration, some long straight horns on top of their heads. These are South African Gemsbok or South African oryx. If you look at them from the south in Africa, because they're known to stand on the very tippy tops of the mountains close to 900 feet in the air and stand when it rains and the water touches their coat, they go into a hot pink color, just like Barbie, and group around a big circle and put their heads down so it looks like some big pitchforks are sticking out. They're always watching each other 6 o'clock, no matter what. But you see those black markings on their face? That is their back of their horn. It's just an intimidating factor. But they love to hang out next to their tall best friends, which are going to be our Maasai giraffes. Elliot is only 8 months old, but he's already over 6 foot. Giraffes, when they're born over 6 feet tall because they have to reach mama's milk.
圣地亚哥野生动物园的非洲区游览，那是长
But
颈
don't
鹿
let
自由奔
Elliot's
跑。
cuteness fool you, because he is our troublemaker in this habitat. He loves to mess with the other animals by getting up close and personal and boop them on the nose. A giraffe will have to watch out for his newest baby boy to be that one who's underneath the tree in the shade.
右边没东西。长颈鹿没有走，长 长颈鹿没有走动，比较呆滞。
But have the thinnest stripes. And you're checking out the brothers who just have their backs turned to us. But when we get to the other side, Remy zebras are known to hang out with some southern white rhinos and even some roan antelopes. So let's go see if we can find our southern white rhinos. And it could be actually a rhino. But go ahead and look over to the left. There are roan antelopes on top of these hills. Their face like for Halloween every single day. So it tells off their top predators like lions, hyenas, and cheetahs. Hey, you don't want to mess with me. Do you see my big scary mouth? I think you should walk away. Or I will use my big horns to defend myself, or even get my big security guards and southern white rhinos to come and chase you. But they're off. And whoever loses has to take a time out. And then they have to try again and again after that. But if that roan antelope keeps losing, it has to go off on top of these hills. Turns out they were hanging out right next to their southern white rhino BFFs. Because those aren't rocks underneath those zebras.
那边有犀牛在树底下，有点像石头，有点小。整个的一个风景，山上的风景。坐这个车还是蛮凉快的。像这边的动物都换成了小孩子。我是练华达老牌，关注我，带你云游美国。Cape
But these are just the mamas, and you might check out. One thing about capes, if you mess with one of them, you have to mess with the whole herd, including those who see around, because they just see it as an endless game of tag. All the way up the tree, so they'll wait for them to jump back down so they can turn around till they get tuckered out, and then they just fight horizontal instead of up and down. The mountain zebras have you can tell who's who in the pitch black dark over a mile and a half away. So another zebra can see another one in complete darkness and go, hey. And those are just the names like animals from Madagascar. The one thing about these Patterson elands to the left, they go by an awesome nickname. Their nicknames are the Lion.
最后到这边就出去了。我是丽华大老牌，关注我，带你云游。走的时候还给你看看这个加钱的项目，你可能有兴趣去加钱玩这个。这个是一种营销大师的手法。
Rhinos have soft padding underneath their feet. That's just to be blocking your guys' view. But go ahead and stand up as long as you hold on to something.
犀牛。
Rhinos have soft padding underneath their feet. Louder than a
犀牛也是很热。
But when you see them all clumped up together, they accidentally just crash into each other.
比那个广州的长龙要多数量。前面有非洲水牛，最后压轴是最后看个几个犀牛就到了。
Feel free to let yourself out, but only on the right-hand side.
现在做完了，感觉不错。这个游览车前台这个小姐姐还可以啊，大家一定要来坐哦。